Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this box here is everything that I'm hoping to project pan by the end of the year. I think the project pan, if I remember rightly, ends in November. I might just carry it on though till the end of the year, till December, and then start fresh. Some of them I've had to put new products in just because I have actually completed them. So every time I finish a foundation, for instance, I'll put a new one in that I want to finish, and same with perfumes, like concealer as well. They're the products that I use up quite frequently as I'm using them all the time. So in my last Shop My Stash, which I posted last Monday actually, I did say that I would do kind of like a limited edition of Shop My Stash, where I'm using project pan items only for a week. I've got another week on my other normal Shop My Stash, so that's due to finish next Monday. So basically I think I'm going to be using products for 3 weeks this time and not 2, but these are going to be used for a week. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get through this, as I tried last time and the battery went, but the battery's fully charged now. So for foundations, I've put this one in, and it's the PS Pro Longwear Mineralised Foundation with an SPF of 15, and it's in the shade Porcelain. There isn't that much left, so I should be done with that. If I'm wearing this like continuously for a week, I should make some good progress on that. Primers, I didn't have a primer in, but I put this Prime Time, is it by Bare Minerals? Yeah, Bare Minerals. I wouldn't say it's sample size, you do get 15ml, and I used it in my previous Shop My Stash where I pulled like high-end products, but I just thought, well, it's only a little, like, I would call it a travel size primer, so I want to get that out of the collection. So I've put that in to this project pan. And perfumes, I was using, oh whoops, dropped it. So I was using this one, and I finished it all up. It's the Juicy Couture, so that's finished all up. That needs to go in empties. And then I pulled this one. It's by Lacoste, Femme Lacoste. It's really nice. There wasn't that much left. I think there was about half left when I started using it again, so I'm using that at the moment to get that out of the stash. So that just lives there. I'm also using this quite religiously every day, and it's not just like as part of the project pan, it's part of the everyday usage. I love these Hourglass powders. As you can see, I've used that one completely, so I'm using Incandescent Light and Radiant Light, so they should be out soon as well. So we'll pull that for the Shop My Stash. I also want to pull this. I do want to use as much of this as I can. I don't know whether I'm gonna put this in the bin once I've used it for this coming week. I also want to pull this Chanel Tan de Chanel Universal Bronzer, because I've hardly had any use out of it, and I need to get as much use out of this before the project ends, so we'll pull that. The mascaras that I'm using, these, well, I was using that every day anyway. This one needs to be decluttered soon. I've probably got about another month, and then it will need to be decluttered, because then it will be like 4 months since I've bought it and started using it. And I thought this one was open. This one is the Urban Decay Perversion, and it's just sample size. So what I've been doing is pairing them together, and they work really well together. So yeah, It's a really nice mascara that I don't know why I've not used it sooner. So for eyeshadows, what I'm going to do is start using some of these Colourpop. So I've got this one in Cheap Date, which is really, really nice. So I'll use that. Definitely going to be using, actually that's not the one. Definitely going to be using this matte brown in in Hanky Panky. So we'll use that. I'll pull this. Whoops. I'll pull this one as well. I don't know if I'm going to be decluttering it because it's, last time I looked at it, it was quite drying. So yeah, we'll pull that. That's in Shark Attack. I also use this on the daily. It's the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. So definitely using this. As you can see, I've made a lot of progress. So I don't know about using the bronzers. I'm going to try and use them, but I want to focus on Chanel and also the Essence bronzer. But I'm definitely going to be focusing on that My Guile like banana powder. And what I do with that powder is basically I sculpt out my contour and it really makes it look sharp. So yeah, I want to do that. What else are we looking at? Highlighters. I think I'm just going to pull this why can't I think? Colourpop one. The reason I can't think is because it's 5 AM in the morning. It's far too early to be doing this, but I can't sleep. The insomnia is keeping me wide awake. If you suffer with insomnia, how do you get past it? How do you get sleep? I've tried all sorts down the years, sprays, hypnosis, like herbal sleeping tablets. The only thing I won't try is like medical sleeping tablets. My doctor doesn't want to give them me because they will clash with some medication that I'm already on, and I don't really want to take them anyway as they're highly addictive. But yeah, I'm just wondering, you know, I have to go in hospital. I don't know when it is, but they're putting me for like a sleep test where they will watch me overnight and see my sleeping patterns and see if it's anything else other than insomnia, and if it is, obviously I'll get treatment for it. But yeah, I'm just wondering how you cope with it, if you suffer with insomnia or if just sleeping in general. If you can't get to sleep, what do you do? Me, I film YouTube videos at this time and even earlier sometimes, and also Netflix and things like that. Anyway, back to the makeup. Sorry that was interrupted for a while. Right, so this has never been in a project pan. It's the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. I know it's not a setting spray, but I use it to kind of melt my powders in. There isn't a lot left. I just want to get use out of it before I bring in a setting spray. And I want to use this bottle because it's got a really nice sprayer on it. I'm not going to use this or the Charlotte Tilbury Glow. I'm going to pull in a couple of lipsticks. I've been really enjoying that when I've used it. So it's the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in the shade Fig. Fair enough, they are not as good as the Too Faced Melted Mattes, but they do need to be used as they're getting quite old now. So we'll pull in that one. We'll pull in the Too Faced Melted Chocolate, and it's in Chocolate Honey. Pulling that. What else? Right, so we'll pull in this one. This one is in the project pan anyway, just like the other two were, and it's the Colourpop lipstick in the shade Aquarius. I've got the lip liner that I'm panning for that as well, so we'll do that. And also, I didn't have a red, and I always wear red lipsticks. If I'm going to be wearing these products for a week straight, I need a red in my collection. So I pulled in this one, and this one is in the shade Chi Chi, and it's an orange toned base red, so we'll pull that. We'll also pull this, and it's the Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in Call Me Crazy. We won't pull this one because that lipstick's an orange toned base red, so that can stay in. I've used this completely, so that can go in empties. Same with this, that's used up completely, that can go in empties. I'm going to pull this Too Faced, what's it called, Perfect Black, and this one was in the Love palette. I wore this today and really liked it. It's got one of those blenders there that you can just blend it out as well, so it's not too harsh. So the concealer, I'm going to pull this, and it's the Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. The one thing I haven't put in here is my Benefit Brightener, so I'll be using that as well. This isn't the Essence eyeliner I'll be wearing. It's the Essence liner in Silky Nude, so we'll leave that there. The palette I'll be wearing is this Tartelette Tease. You're going to get a sneak preview now. I mean, look how well I've done with that whisper shade up there. So yeah, I do want to use this more. So yeah, I will be using that for the week. And I think that's it. Oh, we'll pull this as well. I know it's looking gross, but it does need to be finished. It's just some brow gel. Right, so that's just all the products that are left. Oh, I wanted to pull a powder actually. So I'm just gonna leave this here and I'll pull a powder. Right, so this is what we're looking like, probably for next week now, because I'm using some products for this week. So a week Monday, this is what I'll be using, and that will take it to like 3-week mark, and I'll give you updates on everything. So what I realised when I was going through my makeup drawer is I've never actually pulled a blusher for my Project Pan. Actually I did, yeah. Well, no, I forgot about the Too Faced one, so we'll put this one back and get the Too Faced one out of this drawer. If it's in here, yeah. Right, so that's the blush there that I want to pan, and that's Too Faced Love Flush Love Hangover. And then I want to try and pan this. Obviously I've got a long way to go. If not pan it, just see what my thoughts are on it. It's the W7 Banana Dreams Loose Powder. It's just, I've not used it for a long time. I mean, I did pull it once for a Shop My Stash, and I don't really know what my thoughts are on it. And I put some kind of white powder in it. If you can remember that powder that I was telling you about that had glitter in it but did blurring effects. It was a collection one. I'll put the name of it in around here somewhere, so you can see it. I can't remember it. I'll also put the video in the cards. Somebody said if you mix it with another powder, it might not be as glittery. I highly doubt it, but this is an old powder, and if I'm going to waste powder, I don't mind wasting it on this. It's also a cheap powder. So yeah, I've only put a little bit, and I've only put it on the top of the cap, so if I don't like it, I'll just take it from like the top of the cap, and no product will be wasted anyway. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be using next week as well. So that's all the products there. Seems a lot, doesn't it? Let me move that candle. That seems a lot of product. But what you've got to bear in mind is there's things in here that I already use, like this hourglass, this I already use. Sometimes I'll use that Love Flush, this blush. What else have I used? The concealer I use, that spray I use. Sometimes I'll use that foundation. Those two mascaras I use. That setting, brow setting gel I use. And the lip liners and the eyeliners. So there aren't that many products that I haven't been using. But yeah, I do want to do a Project Pan Shop My Stash. And this is it. So yeah, thank you for watching. It means so much to me. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and notifications bell, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.